The City of Parkersburg is putting $25,000 towards senior nutrition and transportation services this fiscal year. Our Chase Campbell has more on the city's support for the Wood County Senior Citizens Association.
Parkersburg Mayor Tom Joyce presented a $25,000 check to the Wood County Senior Citizens Association Monday, part of the city's community investment strategy for the 2027 fiscal year. Joyce characterized the funding as being part of the city's long-standing commitment to the organization, emphasizing the value the Senior Citizens Association provides to the community's senior population.
It's really important that this population have a place to, if nothing else, just to socialize. You know, come in and shoot pool, or come in and play cards, come in and share a meal with folks. So I just think it's good for that population to stay connected.
Joyce says rising fuel and food costs make every dollar critical for groups like this one, which delivers roughly 300 meals a day to seniors across the area. Senior Citizens Association Board President Michael Seeley says the money will go primarily toward fuel for the transportation fleet and food costs as the organization works to serve the same number of seniors as costs rise.
Primarily to provide gasoline for the various buses and transportation units that we have. We deliver many meals each day, and of course those cars take gas also. And everybody knows that the cost of food is going up.
Executive Director Kelly Godell says the city's contribution does more than cover local expenses. It also helps unlock federal funding the association wouldn't otherwise qualify for.
The funds used are actually to leverage federal funds. So as part of our funding, in order to show that we're eligible for it, we have to have local support. And the City of Parkersburg always comes through for us.
Seeley says they're grateful for the city's support.
We'd just like to thank the City of Parkersburg for their support of the senior citizens in Parkersburg and Wood County and the surrounding area. We try to do the best that we can in providing for their means and their well-being, and this contribution is a great help for that.
In Parkersburg, Chase Campbell, WTAP News.